ASHER MIR is alive inside the Vex network. No theory, you can actually see him in-game, and he relays a message in Morse code. Let's discuss who ASHER is, find him in the Vex network, and discuss his imminent return. ASHER MIR was a warlock and member of the Gensum Scribes. He studied the Vex extensively and was the vendor on IO when Destiny 2 first launched. ASHER originally explored the Pyramidion on IO with a fire team, but encountered Vex forces and the Genesis Mind, who destroyed his fire team and ripped off his arm. ASHER would somehow survive and find a Vex replacement for his arm, his ghost also corrupted by Vex technology.
You're late. The Pyramidion is the engine with which the Vex intended to convert Io into a machine world. There are warp gates inside which connect the Pyramidion to thousands of different places and realities. In your luxurious absence, the Taken entered it in search of said warp gates. I hypothesize that they seek to consume the Vex collective mind. Obviously, that must not happen. I lost my arm in the Pyramidion. I cannot begin to postulate what you will lose.
During Destiny 2, we would help ASHER research the Taken threat and end the Genesis Mind ourselves, who caused him that past trauma. In Season of the Arrivals, the Pyramid ships would enter Sol, one halting over ASHER's moon on Io. He would work with our Guardian to study the incoming darkness threat. Savathun was making her presence known here, trying to interfere, and the Darkness and Witness reaching out to persuade Guardians to its side. Zavala sent out messages to the leaders on these planets, evacuate or you might be consumed by the darkness, and of course ASHER didn't listen. He kept studying the Vex, mentioning how important his research could be. The outcome of this was one last encounter within the Pyramidion. Some believed ASHER to be dead, but the Vex welcomed him in. He soon stood at the gate of the Pyramidion. The Vex security responded as he knew they would, and he was prepared. He piled their broken corpses on the plates and continued inside. He destroyed the first 100 Vex, then the second. The Minotaur roared into being before him and he crushed its radiolarian core in his metal fist. He climbed forward over their clawing limbs. He slipped in the cooling roux of their dead fluid. ASHER swallowed a mouthful of blood and kept moving. He paused by a whirling gate and watched the aperiodic waves, then stepped through at the only possible moment. He walked steadily through laser grids that seemed to bend around him. He clung calmly in the gravitational tourbillon as the ground beneath him flickered and shifted madly. And the Vex began to observe. The corridors of the Pyramidion were lined with glowing red eyes. The metal mannequin stood dumbly, twitching, shuddering as ASHER passed. A familiar area unfolded before him, a cubist sinkhole reeking with the flat, base stench of slate mud and bleach. He looked where the sky should be and found another impossible shape, another fractal contradiction. Far above him, placid in its Penrose vortex, the vast radiolarian lake lapped gently at metallic shores. The man reached up to the lake with his metal arm. He then reached with his arm of flesh. He reached with both, and he brought the lake down. ASHER MIR in quests on Io would always refer to us as his assistant. Here's an example. And in Season of the Splicer, we would find a friendly Vex Harpy who was relaying a message to us in Morse code, and the message said, "Assistant." From the stochastic variable card also released in Splicer, there was a prediction from Lakshmi. The Elixni Corridor, a crackling portal, ASHER speaks, Fallen being attacked, dead orbit overhead, Saint 14 besieged, and future war called surrenders. After Splicer, we didn't hear from this friendly Harpy for a while, but that all changed this week in Lightfall. In one of the missions in the Vex network, Hard Reset, you can actually find ASHER in the Vex network. If you get too close to him, or maybe it's on a timer, he will disappear. He does spawn in multiple spots, and I've seen him a couple of different times in the starting area in this location. Now that's not all. In the inside lines Sparrow, we actually see a Morse code message again from ASHER. This is a newly released Sparrow. The story itself isn't that much of interest, but the Morse code can be translated to this: "Still alive inside network, idiot kids." I personally would love to see ASHER MIR return. He was one of those funny characters that never really took crap from anybody. You could see how he didn't listen to Zavala there. And he does have that long history with the Vex, and I'm sure after him being trapped in the Vex network for a couple of years now, he has some stuff to tell us. Beyond the Vex, ASHER also has connections to other characters in the city. He's talked to leadership in the Vanguard Ikora of Zavala, and also Eris Morn. When she first came back from the Hellmouth, she was in the hospital and ASHER was there to assist her. Also, during Season of the Arrivals, when we would go to the Tree of Silver Wings, Eris was there to help us. Those two would also have some heartfelt moments. So head back out there if you can, jump into that hard reset mission and find ASHER MIR. You see him there, there's mentions in some of the lore like I read, and also characters in the Hall of Heroes will mention a MIR. So ASHER MIR is still alive. There are some theories he could help us in some exotic mission upcoming, or maybe he will return in this year's seasons. Titan was hinted to return in some quest text, and I can definitely see Bungie bringing back Io as well. Anyway, Guardians, that's all we got for today's video. Leave your ASHER MIR theories down below and when you think he's going to return to Destiny 2. If you'd like to see some more Destiny lore and mysteries just like this video, please be sure to subscribe to the channel. Anyway, I thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video.